What is the deal with mögen, möchten, and wollen? Mögen means to like, but there's also gern haben, which means to like. There's also wollen, which means to want, and whatever this word is, that I think it's möchten, but for some reason I can't find it in my dictionary. It seems to mean the same thing as wollen. So what's the difference? What are mögen, möchten, and wollen? How do I use them? I just don't get it. I got you, bro. Sit back, relax, and I'll explain what mögen, möchten, and wollen are, how to conjugate them, the differences between them, and how to use them. First of all, let's get the easy stuff out of the way. Mögen means to like. Möchten is technically a form of mögen, which I'll explain in detail in a bit. The important part is that it means would like. Wollen means to want. Let's see how they look in sentences so you can follow the difference in the meaning. Wir mögen Pizza. We like pizza. Wir möchten Pizza. We would like pizza. Wir wollen Pizza. We want pizza. The outlier here is mögen, as it doesn't mean anything close to the other two. It simply shows that we like pizza. Both the second and third sentences are essentially the same thing as each other, but möchten is considered to be more polite than wollen, just as would like is more polite than want in English. Mutti, ich will Schokolade. Mommy, I want chocolate. Liebe Mutter, ich möchte Schokolade. Mother dear, I would like chocolate. Since mögen is the odd man out, let's take a deeper look at it before we move on to the other two. Let's get the conjugation out of the way so you know why it looks the way it looks in the example sentences here in a bit. Ich mag. Du magst. Sie, es mag. Wir mögen. Ihr mögt. Sie mögen. Sie mögen. Only the singular forms ich, du, sie, and es have the stem change. This is standard across all modal verbs, also known as modal auxiliaries. You may be familiar with the word dürfen, which changes to darf. It's the same reasoning, because that's just how it works with these verbs. As I alluded to in the intro, mögen means to like, and when you use the word gern in a sentence, it changes the meaning so that it means that you like whatever the verb is in the sentence. If you use it with haben, it simply means that you like whatever the object of the sentence is. This, of course, means that you can often interchange mögen and gern haben. For example, ich mag Züge. I like trains. Mag deine Schwester. He likes your sister. Ich habe Züge gern. I like trains. Hat deine Schwester gern. He likes your sister. Oh nein. To me, the main difference is that gern haben has a bit more warmth to it, but it also sounds a bit more childish. In the end, the meaning of the two previous examples are pretty much the same. When you can't switch it out, or at least when it's less common to do so, is when you have another verb involved. So for instance, if you like swimming. Ich schwimme gern. I like swimming. Ich mag es zu schwimmen. I like swimming. Notice how the second sentence feels a bit clunky? This is the main reason most people avoid using mögen with another verb. Also, it translates often as may when simply used with an infinitive instead of the zu construction that I used in my previous example. Ich mag schwimmen. I may swim. To be safe, if you like a thing, a person, or a place, or otherwise just a noun, you can use mögen or gern haben interchangeably, and it's more common to use mögen in those instances. If you like an action, i.e. another verb, you are safer using that verb with gern instead of mögen. I mentioned earlier that möchten is a form of the verb mögen. If you haven't seen my video about Konjunktiv 2, you may not know that möchten is simply the Konjunktiv 2 version of mögen. This changes the verb from to like into would like. This was originally used to express something contrary to reality, the only purpose in ever using the Konjunktiv 2. Nowadays, however, it's used for making polite requests, and most people don't even realize, or even care, that möchten is the Konjunktiv 2 of mögen. Honestly, it doesn't even matter in order for you to be able to use it properly. Then why even bother bringing it up? Is this just another opportunity for you to try and prove that you're smarter than me? Actually, I bring it up so that you understand why the conjugation is a bit different than other modal verbs, and why you might have trouble finding it in your dictionary or in Duden. Oh yeah, that makes sense. The forms are the same as the Präteritum forms of mögen, but this time with umlauts. You know, the same way that you make Konjunktiv 2 of other things. So the conjugation of möchten, or mögen in the Konjunktiv 2 is Ich möchte, du möchtest, sie, es möchte, wir möchten, ihr möchtet, sie und sie möchten. Unlike the normal forms of mögen, you can and often will use möchten with another verb. When you do this, you will put the other verb at the end of the sentence or clause in the infinitive form, the form you find in the dictionary. Möchtet ihr Beispiele sehen? Ja, dann möchte ich euch ein paar zeigen. Would you like to see some examples? Yes, then I would like to show you a few. Möchtest du am Samstag mit mir ins Kino gehen? Would you like to go to the movie theater with me on Saturday? Nein, das möchte ich nicht. No, I would not like that. Möchtest du mit mir essen gehen? Would you like to go out to eat with me? Nein, das möchte ich nicht. No, I would not like that. Möchtest du, dass ich jetzt weggehe? Would you like me to go away now? Ja, das möchte ich. Yes, I would like that. Wollen is basically used the same as möchten, but it's a bit less polite. If you walk up to your mother and say, Ich will einen Keks, I want a cookie, let's face it, you're not getting a cookie. If you say, however, Ich möchte einen Keks, I would like a cookie, she might be more apt to give you one. You can use wollen with a direct object without using another verb, like I just did in those examples. Or you can use it with another verb, which again will be moved to the end of the sentence or clause as an infinitive. In order to use it at all, however, you're going to need to be able to conjugate it, which is as follows. Ich will. Ich will, dass ihr mir vertraut. Ich will, dass ihr mir glaubt. Ich will eure Blicke spüren. Ich will jeden Herzschlag kontrollieren. Sorry, I think it's a bit of a requirement that when you hear the words ich will, you automatically start singing Rammstein. Back to the real conjugation. Ich will. Du willst. Sie, es will. Wir wollen. Ihr wollt. Sie und sie wollen. Example time. Ich will nach Hause gehen. I wanna go home. Dann geh einfach nach Hause. Ich will dich nicht mehr jammern hören. Then go home. I don't want to hear you whining anymore. Das wollen wir auch. We want that too. Wollt ihr, dass ich nach Hause gehe? Do you all want me to go home? Nein, wir wollen dich nicht mehr sehen oder hören. Wenn du zu Hause bist, wird unser Traum wahr. No, we don't want to see or hear you anymore. If you are at home, our dream becomes a reality. All right, leave the boy alone. Do you understand the difference between mögen, möchten, and wollen? You should be able to conjugate them and use them in sentences now. Ich will das in den Kommentaren sehen. I want to see that in the comments. Wenn ihr möchtet, könnt ihr auch Arbeitsblätter und andere Sachen auf meiner Webseite finden. If you want, you can find worksheets and other things on my website. Das ist alles für heute. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss!